Greetings again, out of the light, out of the elements, out of the wild. I just wanted to feel called and guided by Source to transmit from this powerful ocean. I am here with my full devotion. As I was moving my body and being in the waves, this is the first day since the shoulder relocated that I'm moving fully again, and I've been creating, and every day it's fresh and alive, my own yoga, which some years ago the name Yoga dropped. Yoking is uniting spirit and body, spirit and matter, and yoga in Japanese means to smell the ocean. So I was feeling as I was in the waves, you know, I was being guided here by Source to live by the ocean. Because I need to be with water to wake up to my devotional being. I need to go into natural waters every day to rebirth. And that's why my name expanded. The name Phoenix was given to me in a vision quest by Source itself, not by another guru. No guru outside of myself. And Agua Phoenix I added when I started to rebirth with the return to origin water. And as an Agua Phoenix, we all know what a phoenix does. The phoenix burns in the fire and rebirths out of the ashes. So the Agua Phoenix, yes, the fire inside, in the heart, always dying to the self inside and rebirthing. And I am now, and the Agua Phoenixes, we rebirth out of water. We rebirth with water because we've done, this is a shift from Phoenix to Agua Phoenix, because we are shifting, the matter has already become crystalline liquid, and then we are rebirthing with water, which is a different fire. Yeah. So as I'm going in here every day, and sometimes I have phases where I can't come here to this wild ocean, and then I notice how much I need it. And sometimes we must lose what we need. We must have some distance so we can appreciate it again, and we truly deeply know how much we really need it or are united with it. Because the training, the old conditioning has been from school on, and sometimes from childhood on, from babyhood on, that we cannot get what we want, what we need. That starts as a baby. You want nothing more than touch of your mother and your father. You want nothing more than to be held by those who love you in safety. And how often does a little baby not get it? And then the parents let them cry it out in the night and so on. So it's deeply in the collective ingrained that you can't get what you want. We were even told in Germany, there's a saying that, oh, I give you the little finger and you want the whole hand. Of course I want the whole hand and not just a little finger. You know, this is like the fullness of life, and then we get conditioned to sit in school all day long, learning something that we are not interested in. It dumbs and numbs people so down. And that is what is in the collective, a full numbness. And then when people feel, they get put onto medicines, antidepressants, like suppressing medicine to suppress the feelings. So we are surrounded by ticking time bombs of suppressed pleasure, of suppressed aliveness. Yeah, and this ocean, this Shakti energy, like what can be more alive than the ocean? here is like rocks that dance with the ocean, but nothing can hold this ocean back and its full flow. And that is our life force energy. That is the Shakti energy that is meant to be flowing in all of us, not just in women, but in the feminine of all of us. The Shakti and the Shiva dancing together, which is the shore and the ocean, which is the sky and the ocean, which is everything. This union is in everything. So, yeah, when I expanded my name to Agua Phoenix, I'm living up to my name with my physical body. I'm not sitting somewhere in the spirit realm fantasizing and, you know, I'm here, down here, on the earth, with my feet, with my full body, my earthly vessel, which is a vessel of peace. It's an instrument of love, and it's an instrument of unity, of Shiva and Shakti. And my guru is Source. My father, my mother is Source and the earth's frequency. No outside guru. And in all my trainings, I have been, in all my immersions, I have always been guided to not be attached to a guru outside of myself. When I studied yoga, it was integral yoga, and yes, there was a beautiful master in New Zealand and she had written that course and she was guiding us energetically. And I had a physical teacher. We were in South Australia then. So, but while I was doing it, most of the training was remote, finding our own yoga. Yeah. Yes, we learned all the yoga philosophy and all the limbs and so on, and yet I was always guided to not be attached to a guru, to do my own yoga. And this is what I do every day. That is my practice with earth and with source and with my physical body. So when I studied yoga, became a yoga teacher and all of that, I did certain yoga poses, the asanas that has been done for thousands and thousands of years. My body was conditioned in them. I love doing them. In the last year or so, and always as a teenager already, as a child teenager, I always did yoga. I always moved on my bedroom floor. I always moved without giving that any name. I was always in my own yoga. That's what I'm passionate about, because my body moves my way, guided by source and by earth. And that keeps me fluid, that keeps me deep in touch with the natural flow of everything. And I'm sharing that not to say, look how good I am, but this is my practice, my devotion, with my guru being source itself, in our direct link with source, and here on earth, with the earth's frequencies. The same with the frequency devices I'm sharing about. They are unity in a device. They are earth energy and source energy to me. That's how I see it, that's how I share it, that's how I activate others when they use it. Yeah, that can amplify and help us to come into our own self. Because right now, so many gurus and teachers and so on are falling off the pedestal. Because they are, we need to wake up to the masters we are, and to the connection we have to the masters who are our soul tribe. The ascending masters we are, ascending here in our physical matter, Instead of dying, this physical body dying, and we leave and we ascend into spirit, we are ascending while we are descending into our body. And yes, for that we need to move our body. We need to move and expand it and keep it vibrant. Otherwise we are not circulating, and then we become blocked. Yeah, we need to move energy, because our nervous system, like I shared in my transmission yesterday, it's not a nervous system, it's our energy system. Our energy system needs to shift to be the Homo Luminous. It needs to hold so much light and let the light flow through us and express it. So when we stay stuck in any patterns, and that can be yoga postures, and sometimes I do the sun salutes, but then my body is like, wow, this is too, get out of this structure. And I'm greeting the sun here and outside, wherever I am. I have been creating my own, and I am guiding everybody in my field and who I'm working with back to their own, their own connection, their own relationship with source and with earth and their body. Because then we become fully who we truly are, wildly alive, you know. And the vessels of love, when we stay in the old structures, like my body doesn't want that anymore. It wants to express like the ocean. The ocean doesn't stay rigid in any postures or anything. All this stuff comes out of the old. It's beautiful and it had its time, but it comes a lot out of the old patriarchal way. And yes, we can still draw from there all that we have learned. That's our foundation. Yet in this new energy we are in, we need to flow. Those of you who resonate, we need to be wild and free, instruments of love. And the ocean doesn't, it's fresh every day. That's why I rebirth in here. These waves are fresh. They're taking my old energy out and the new coats are coming in. And if you haven't got an ocean, you can find some spot in nature and you can feel it from the sky, from the whole earth, from trees and so on. New energy in, old energy out. I'm replacing my old cells with the new healthy cells. I'm replacing the old genetic code with the new genetic code. New energy in, old energy out. If we are not circulating, we are becoming a cesspool of old stagnant energy. That is not purity. And to be in the shift and to take our body, our beautiful body with us, rejuvenating, revitalizing, we need to get the circulation going. We need to work with source and with the earth and not disconnect it. So, to being in connection with our own guru, our higher self, and source energy, our monad. You can feel it expanding from your crown chakra, from your soul star chakra, up, and then also through us, through the feet, through our tail, our tailbone, into the core of matter. And in that we have the energy flowing. We are upright for a reason. We are not on all fours. We are upright to be a clear vessel of the light. Yeah. So, yeah. Let's let that drop in, and you can tap your head, your heart and your gut to tap it into the three brains. And this transmission is, to return back to remember the wildness we are. the wholeness we are. The liberating out of the shackles we put on ourselves, and the distortions, freeing from all the distortions, and our deep homecoming to our self, and being in our own energy, our direct link with Source, the sovereign beings we are, wild and free. Have a magical day, and thank you for watching. Hello Jake, thank you for being here, bringing this through with me to your wildness, and so much love. We are all love, and pure divine love. No distortions, no closures, all closures in the heart, opening and melting, all shame, all guilt, and any energy we have given away to anybody else, back to ourselves. Have a very beautiful day. I see you when I come on next, and always in the quantum field. And it feels so good to be back, to be running again, and to have allowed this reset with gentleness. To move when my body wants to move, not when anyone or anything says I should, but really when we operate on our own soul's terms and treat this divine vessel we have been given, this amazing body, with so much love. And if we don't do it first with ourselves, no one else will do it. That's why most abused beings have been abused before, and it's a deep, deep, deep unravel we are doing collectively to love ourselves. We all have been abused in all different ways, abused, using our energy and our body the wrong way, which means not to our highest self, not to our highest serving us, not to serve the whole. This whole distortion, clearing. In the quantum field it is already cleared. Now. Why wait any longer? Now. So we can live fully and love fully and enjoy life to the fullest. Now. Why wait till tomorrow? Now. It's all we got.